Hey folks, DJ with Rep School Garage, and we've got the new solenoid in for the 2000 Yamaha V Star 1100, and it looks like the correct part, so we're going to take it out and put it on the bike. So let's get going. Alright, we've got everything hooked up here, so let me go ahead and disconnect these real quick, and I've got the new one right here to put on. So it's disconnected down there, so we don't have to worry about messing anything up. I believe it's a 10 millimeter. Am I wrong? I am. It's an 8 millimeter. Okay, 8 millimeter. Let's try that. Yep. Let's just get it up there right quick. This one off. The new one didn't come with bolts, so I have to reuse these, but that's fine. Alright, there's the old one, and put in the new one. Again, just snug it up a bit. Alright, time for the, oh, I gotta plug this back in too. There we go. Time for the ultimate test. Let's see what happens. Bike's on. Just find the starter button. Nothing. Well, let's get my test light out again. Where to put it? Okay. I forgot I need to put this back together. I took it apart yesterday and totally forgot. So I just went to try to start the bike and nothing happened. So there. Alright, now I got that back together. Alright. We've got everything buttoned back up. Let's I still haven't put the switch back on and the throttle and all that, but we should be okay. So let's turn the bike on, hit the starter button. Nothing. Alright, let's take the light and just make sure we're getting power up here. And no, we're not. Again. Huh. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do then. I'm going to check each and every one of these wires. That one's lighting up. That one's lighting up. That one's lighting up. And that one's lighting up. So all three of them are lighting up. Let's go over to the other side and test the wires coming out. Alright, so it feels like we're not getting power to the switch somehow. So we're going to take this back apart. Maybe. Let me get my little screwdriver. Turn it back for now. There it is. Alright, so let's take this apart and test the wires coming from the solenoid. Okay, now checking this, we should have a black. Okay, there's the blue one, and there's the black with the gold dash. So it's these two bottom ones down here. And no, I do not have power coming to them. So let's go back to the solenoid. Okay, we're gonna make sure we got power. We do. Power we do. Power we do. Power we do. Okay, I'm going to check the fuses too, just to be sure. Okay, we should have power on this one, power on that one, and no power on those. Right, okay, so this makes the power go out to this one. Let's go on the other side and check the wires over there. Alright, we should have on these bottom two, on the bottom right, we should have some power coming to one of them at least. No. Oh, those two. So what are those two? Oh, okay. Okay, now let's try to start the bike. Let's see what I think the battery might be drained, so let's let it charge up a bit and then we'll see. What I'm going to do just real quick is try to jump it again and see what happens. Okay, so what is the problem here? Which one of these has power? That one and that one. Alright, I'm going to have to do a continuity test. Let's do that. Alright, let's go ahead and put the meter on flow through, see what it says. Should beep. Okay, so those two beep together, which would be the that one doesn't have a wire in the box. Okay, so let's also check this wire for continuity. Get it down in here. Sometimes easier to shove them in the back. That's a solid red one. Let's see if we can test it over here. Okay, let's try the next one. Should be another red and white one right here. Let me show you what I'm doing, sorry. So what I'm doing is, let me zoom out. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm putting my tester on that wire loom down there, and then I'm testing for continuity to this wire loom up here, which is basically testing the wires between the 2 points. And you should hear a beep. So the next beep should be this one. And it's not. Okay, let's try the blue one just to be safe. So it looks like there might be something wrong with our wire loom. There's a blue with a dash. Let's try this red again, just to be safe. Hey, don't do that. You scared me. Alright, let's try that again. I think I had a good seating on that. Layla, stop. Stop! Time out, guys. Okay. Sorry about that. I had a package delivered. My dog didn't like that person very much, it appears. Alright, so this is the one. Right? Yes. Okay, so on the loom, coming from the starter button and the kill button, the start button is this blue with a white stripe, and this black with a gold dash. Or is that silver? It is silver. So blue and gray. Okay, which transfers into the same thing over here. So, was I looking at the wrong wires the whole time? Let's find out. What am I looking? Oh yeah, I was. All right. So was it this one then? Blue and yellow. What's this one? Okay, let's try this. This one's black and silver. Let's try the black and silver one over here. Which is the bottom middle. Nothing. Which one is it? Okay, folks. Well, the solenoid was not the issue, so I'm going to pop that off and send it back and get a refund for it. It's only $9, so I may not even do that. I may just throw it in a box somewhere and label it and sell it on eBay later or something. I don't know. Anyway, the solenoid was not the problem. So what I did was I started tracking the electrical system again, and I spent probably 3 hours tracing this system, and it turns out that it seems to me there's a little box. Let me go get it real quick. Okay. So I also printed out the schematic. So there's this little box. It is called a starter circuit cutoff relay, and it goes right in here. And I believe it's the culprit because this runs the fuel pump. It's got a switch for the kickstand switch, the neutral switch, and the clutch switch. So basically it controls all the things that are required to start the bike, right? Starting circuit cutoff relay. So this is cutting the circuitry off for something, and I need to find out what. So let me show you what I figured out here, though. Let me just take a screwdriver. Well, let me get my other one. Hang on.
What you doing?
Well, I was recording a YouTube video, but
Oh, I'm sorry.
no, that's fine. I'll turn it off. Okay, so what I was going to show you is in this connector, which goes to that, what's it called? The starting circuit cutoff relay. This. When I tested the wires, none of them showed up having power, right? but if I jumped 2 of them, the bike would kick over. So I'll show you. Bike's on. Got power right there. See that? Okay. So, power's coming in on this one, which is a blue with a white dash. And we know we're getting power to here, but for some reason it's not going out to the starter button or to start the engine. See? So, got power. Right? So, I'm thinking that this unit is bad. This starter circuit relay. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to order a new one of those, I guess. But before I do that, what I also want to do, since I am getting power to this, I believe what happens is power comes into it and then it checks everything to make sure everything's good to go, and then you can start the bike, right? So what I'm going to do is check everything else and make sure everything else is good, because this also goes to the fuel pump, and the fuel pump is not starting up anymore. So I'm going to check the fuel pump, make sure it's good, and then move on from there, I guess. So yeah, let's get to doing that. Okay, I'm going to start off by just checking this clutch switch, making sure it's good to go. So there's just, looks like there's just a little screw down here to pull it off. Whatever it is, I can't, oh there it is. It's a little nub there. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is pull the wires off and test the switch itself. We'll just check the ohms on it, should be fine. There. Here. So yeah, switch itself is good. I got a good reading on it, and when I press the button, nothing. And when I press the button, nothing happens to it. And I basically just put it on ohms and made sure we had some ohms going through it, and we did. And when I hit the switch, it turned off completely. So, and that's what we want. Turns out that it wasn't the solenoid, and the switches all seem good. Let me just make sure I hit all the switches. My wire diagram. I tested the side stand. I tested the neutral switch. What else? This comes down. Oh, that goes to the igniter unit, which we know is working because I can jump it. So we're not worried about the igniter unit. This one goes, yeah, fuel pump. This one goes to the side stand switch, which we tested. We also tested the diode that it runs through. If you want to know what that is, that's this little piece sticking out right here. It's just a little tiny diode. Make sure you guys are in frame. Okay, well, we know the clutch switch is good. We know that the starter switch is good. We know that the kill switch is good. I also tested the side stand switch, and the side stand switch actually comes up into this little diode right here. So you'll want to test that too. I tested it and it's working fine. There's nothing wrong with it. What else is connected to this? Fuel pump, which isn't kicking on now, so that's something we need to figure out. What else? Ignition switch, which we know it's working because all the lights come on and everything, and we can jump start it. So that's that. This one goes out to the carburetor heater relay, which we don't care about. And that one goes to the clutch switch, which we tested. And that goes to the starter switch, which we know isn't working. And this goes to the starter relay, which is here, which we know. And last but not least, to the ignition coils. So the starter relay is where the power's coming from, it looks like. There you have it. It looks like the culprit is definitely this starter circuit cutoff relay, and the part number for it is 3EN81950-00. Hard to find. I was able to find one on Amazon. I couldn't find it in any other parts store anywhere. Revzilla, nothing. I could only find it on Amazon. Couldn't even find it on eBay. So, but I was able to find one on Amazon, and I went ahead and ordered it before I even started here, because, you know, I can always return it if need be. But yeah, so we get to wait on one of these, which won't come for another couple weeks. So this will be the last video for a bit on this bike. Hopefully get this put on and it'll solve our problem. So if you could, go ahead and like the videos, share and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.